Hello everybody and welcome to the qualification for the Indy 500. This of course is for the official Indy 500 that'll be racing tomorrow for the good old Triple Crown. Joining me in this commentary today in this rather warm, sunny, hot day is my good old buddy. It is Absolute Cooler. Hello Soup.
Yes indeed, very much looking forward to this. Running the Indy 500 in AOR for the Triple Crown event, and this is the first of those Triple Crown events. So we'll be running the qualification today, and it's going to be interesting to see who's going to come out on top with the Thomas, the first car out on track.
Indeed, well this is going to be extremely interesting indeed. We have a lot of drivers here. Now we do know officially some of the drivers are going to be qualifying, but we do not know where everyone else is. And hello to Ollie D in the chat as well. Now, of course, he's probably spurring on his good old comrade. He's probably spurring on Matt. Right now, we're looking at Thomas, who started his first of 4 flying laps right now. So he's got 3 more after this one. So let's go on board with Thomas, and let's go and get all of these notifications up on the bottom right of seeing where he's doing and his speed traps and all that. The other one.
Well, never mind that. Okay, let's get the old speed up so you can see the absolute amazing speed of these cars as they go their way through Indianapolis.
And there's the first lap, 38.8. Let's see, can he improve it? He has 3 more attempts after this one to see if he can get pole position. Now, of course, this is the first of what is going to be 11 drivers here who are going to be setting the laps so far today. So here comes the second one. Let's see, 240 miles an hour there. He's shifted up to 6th a little earlier, dropped him a few miles an hour. There he comes though, absolutely flat as per usual, 8 litres of fuel. Let's see what he can do for the last corner. 230 on the exit, absolutely well planted at the circuit. Let's see, it looks like it might be a small improvement. Let's see, where can he go?
It's going to be 38.6. 245 miles an hour on the way into turn 1. It's incredible speed.
2 more attempts. So after this one, it'll be 1 more lap, and they'll have to pit after the next lap.
Yeah. Shifting up to 6th, it saves you. It doesn't actually help you. It gives you. It actually loses you time. A few milliseconds, but in IndyCar, it's worth a lot.
Indeed. An IndyCar with 1 tenth is worth about a second in anything else, maybe even 2. Let's see, is it more of an improvement? A 38.6 to beat goes to a 38.4.
Yes. Smashed the provisional pole time. Pole.
This is interesting. So he has 1 more attempt, if I'm not mistaken, and he'll have to come in after this one.
Yep, he's only got 3.5 litres of fuel, so he's got a lap. He's got enough fuel to get him round to the end of his in-lap.
Let's see, this is, I believe, is his 4th lap, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see.
That's correct.
Comes to the line. Can he improve again? At 38.4, he needs to beat again. Does he do it? 38.4 dead. And he hits the ball on the exit.
What a benchmark to set, a 38.4 flat. That is an incredible time by the Thomas. Sets the initial pace, and that's going to be a difficult one to beat.
Let's see, he'll come into the pit lane then, and we'll see who will be next out after this. Let me just get the official timings up of who will be next. If you do brace a few seconds, I have got the official timings. And Thomas, there we go, just set a new fastest lap there of 38.4, bit of a slide on the exit, and then he'll come into the pit lane now then to finish his lap.
Yeah, so now he can sit back and relax and watch everybody else go out on track. But of course, there is a slight disadvantage to being the first car out on track. It's very the track isn't rubbered in yet, so now the other drivers will get the benefit of having some fresh rubber down, and that will be that. Now, next car out, I think, is going to be David Ben.
Let me just confirm that. Yes, it is David Ben.
The Welshman, about to head out onto the track, is currently leading the AOR Touring Car League, the double victory there. So good job to him. But now is trying his hand in IndyCar. So it's going to be interesting to see how he gets on. Was of course raced in my tier at AOR F8 while I was there last season. So, interesting to see how he gets on in the old Indy car.
Indeed, it's going to be absolutely exciting to see who is going to be coming out first and second. Now, I believe, have the official times of who will be coming out first, but for some reason they've decided to abandon me. So I'll see if I can figure out where everyone else is setting the lap times in a few moments' time.
I think the timings that I currently have in the director's room right here, I think are going to be official times. So it's going to be Manny D out after this, as far as I'm aware.
Ah, so there we go then. So if that is correct, that is good.
Go for an onboard lap with David Ben. He's got one warm-up lap, and then he's got he's got 4 flying laps, and the best of those will be taken as his lap. So here we go then, on board with the Welshman as he attempts to fight for pole position here. Momentarily up to 6th gear. Doesn't carry as much speed as the Thomas through there, and just very wide. That's not going to help him. And next through turn 2. Got to keep it out of that wall. In NASCAR, you would use that outside wall to just get there is a little bit of a draft there that you can use up against that wall. Up to 242 miles an hour into turn 3 before a quick flick into turn 4. And let's see where this is going to put the Welshman then.
Blast it through. That's it. He's got a 38.4 to beat. I don't know if he's going to beat it. It looks to be close though. A 39.040. So that is 6 temps down. He needs to find at least 5 temps to put him in group number 1. So let's see what he can do. Here he comes.
I think there is definitely more time there.
There's definitely. Now, is it 6 tenths of a second he can find? I do not know.
Yeah, let's see. He drifted wide through turn 1 on his opening lap, so there's definitely a tenth or 2 to find there. This is definitely getting him a little bit closer. So David Ben to the line. Let's see if this is going to be another improvement. I'm sure it will be. Let's see where he goes. It's a 38.7. He's getting closer.
He is getting closer. It is quicker and quicker.
Yeah, he's pushing it to the limit now. He drifted within inches of the concrete wall there. The engine's screaming.
Again, through into turn number 3, into turn number 4 after that. Absolutely sublime speed. Through he comes again. It's not looking good. Can he get that under a 38.5 low? Crosses the line for his 3rd lap. Does not improve.
Nope. Yeah, so he's got, I think, 1 more lap after this. And he just needs to find it's such a small margin when you look at it on the timing screens, but it's a lot of time to find on an oval.
It is a huge amount of time. Can you find that much time though? It's a different kettle of fish. I mean, oh, he's hit the wall. That's the wall. I think he's tapped there.
Just have kept it out of it, but he would have understeered horribly through there. That's going to affect his run down to turn 4. So let's see. I doubt it's going to be an improvement. Yes, it is! 35.58.
Now, has that displaced any of the drivers below? I think that might put him very close to what we believe might have been Vector's time in the other tier. So let's see. I think Vector's been knocked out of qualification then for tier 1. But we'll find out.
Let's just see. Yeah, he's backed out of it. So that's his run over. He wasn't going to have enough fuel to get around to the end of the lap. So David Ben on the 38.583 is currently sitting just behind Vectro, actually. He's going to be sitting into P8 in the provisional standings.
Indeed, that is crucial. Now, I believe what we believe will be Matt coming out next, is it not?
We should have a look, as I think David Ben has just hit the wall on the way in, just a little tap, but he wouldn't have had enough fuel to he wouldn't have had enough fuel to get to the end of his in lap, which would have caused some issues there. So
I think he'll get a penalty then, because he didn't finish his in lap, did he? So I think he'll get a penalty for that.
He may do, yeah. Just waiting. I think it is going to be Manny D out next out on track. Just on board with him now, just to confirm or deny.
I think it might be deny.
No, it's going to be Thomas Ethan. It's going to be Ethan Graham out on track.
Indeed, that's interesting stuff. We'll be reading your any messages down below in a few moments' time as well. Let's see if Ethan can grab pole position here, or provisional pole. This is going to be interesting.
Yeah. You know him well, Evil. We both raced against him quite often. So... I don't know if he's raced in AOR before, but I think it might be his debut race.
He raced in
certainly in the Indy cars.
The social event just over a week ago, so he has raced a little bit as well, so he's got a little bit of up to speed. So let's see, though, beginning his first lap, 240 miles an hour into turn number 1. This is going to be quick as he heads into turn number 1. Let's see, coming through then, clean as a whistle he wants to be, riding up against that wall into turn number 2. He's doing good. It looks to be a good outlap, Soup, doesn't it?
Yeah, most certainly. He's pushing it to the limit. See if he's going to be able to use that 6th gear. Yeah, he is using that 6th gear in turn 3. So let's keep an eye on Ethan. That rounding turn number 4. It's looking really good. So let's see where this is going to put him.
I think it's going to be
P1.
P1.
The pit straight. Look how close he got to the wall on the way out. He's pushing hard, moving out of the way of the wall. It's a 38.8. It's a good opening lap. It's a good opening lap.
That is interesting then. So he's got to do another 2 then. Oh, 3 actually after this one. So this is his first one. He's on his second run right now. Let's see if Thomas Ethan can get that car into group number 1. So far, he is not in group 1. He needs to beat a 38.54, I believe.
38.54 is correct. That's what he needs to beat.
Let's see.
He needs to find just a slight bit more. So let's see if he comes to the line. Let's see if this is going to be an improvement.
It is
38.7, but still not enough.
He still needs to find another 2 attempts to be in Group 1. This isn't looking good. He's on his 3rd lap now. He's got 1 more after this. Can he get that car into Tier 1, or is he going to be in Tier 2 and defeated by the likes of David Ben into Thomas so far? Here we go. That 3, 240, coming into turn number 3. Bit of a slide up to the top. Now he comes into turn number 4, flat 230. It's not looking promising, but he's got another lap after this.
So here we go across the line for Thomas Ethan.
A little bit more.
Yeah, 38.6, he's getting there.
1 more attempt. If he doesn't do it this lap, he's not going to be into T1. He's going to be in tier number 2 as far as we're aware. He has to improve by 1. Just over 1.7. He's basically got to improve by almost 2 attempts, really, to put him safe in there. Let's see, can he do it? Here comes Thomas Ethan. It's not looking good. 230 miles an hour. Let's see through the last corner. Can he do it? It's not looking good. Can he do it through the last corner? He needs to blast it. 230, 235. I don't think he's going to do it. Comes to the line. Am I going to be proved wrong? Yes, I am going to be proved wrong. 38.54. Is that good enough, Lo?
5.45. It is. He got in front of Vectro. He is through.
Into tier number 1 then. My goodness me, that is absolutely cutting it fine.
So Thomas Ethan, I think, judging by just the times I have in front of me, is into tier number 1 alongside the Thomas.
So after this, we'll have Sälen out on circuit.
Right, so the Hungarian.
Expect him to come out after that. We'll have the likes of Fogarty.
Well, Evil, you definitely have experience in Sälen when he took pole in a different league, which we won't mention, but
it didn't end well.
Didn't end well. No, huge accident. But let's see if he can redeem himself here. Just waiting for Ethan to come through. I'm sure he's going to be happy with that.
Yeah, just skimming through with the smallest of margin. He is going to be one happy puppy dog with that one.
He only got into tier 1 by a margin of about 15 hundredths. Sorry, no, 100th. Excuse me, 100th.
He is through, but he could still get knocked out, though.
Yes, he could. He only just about got in. So Vectro is now demoted, I think.
Yep, as far as we are aware, because he has a 10-place red penalty for the next race. And now we're rating and looking at Sälen, the red car then. Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Well, that's one of going in the pit then there. Let's have a look at Sälen then. So he shall be heading out on circuit then. The man who I've witnessed have a few horrible accidents here today. No real accident here, luckily, in quali so far. David Ben got a bit close to the wall, but apart from that, it's looking good. Next is wait a few moments time, but Ethan's lap time, that is cutting it very fine on the last opportunity he could have possibly got.
Yep, and we're 3 cars in and 15 minutes of qualifying completed. So we're waiting for the next car to come out on track.
Should be out in just under a minute time.
We will remind you that the race will be on tomorrow if you want to see some action tomorrow. And hello to 27 people who are watching us right now. Welcome along to the stream.
Indeed, it is a fine, warm day. The sun beaming down. I believe it's about 28 degrees here on the circuit. It's a nice, hot June weekend, really. It's the beginning of June as well. Well, I suppose not a weekend, but for this game it'd probably be a weekend, I suppose. But
yeah, so I'm sure one of the drivers is just probably waiting for the countdown clock to hit a certain mark before they head out on track.
It's waiting just under a minute's time, so expect Sälen to come out a few seconds. I hope everyone is doing good down in the chat. I hope you're having a nice warm day for officially the official IndyCar qualification here for the PS4 side at least. Let's see, a few moments to go, waiting another 20 seconds I believe. It's 25 past the hour here in the UK. Just waiting a little bit here. I believe it might be a little bit desynced here.
We shall wait and see, but while we've had this camera angle, just what have you noticed?
We have issues, by the way. Matt is sending PSM message. There seems to be an issue for one of the drivers.
Maybe Sälen is away from his console. No, here we go. He's revving his engine.
Now,
and away
there we
he
go.
goes.
Away he goes. A little bit late there. He's potentially not got the cool on or something. I'm not exactly sure what's happened. Movement. There we go. So finally, he's out on the circuit. And let's see. So, of course, the Brickyard first hosted a race in 1911, I believe.
Yeah, that's correct.
So
we were just gonna, while we were in the pit lane, we could see the bricks, which are from the original track. They're the only remaining thing from the original track, which was originally bricks.
Well, actually, to quote that, it actually used to be dirt, actually, back before, of course. And the bricks were laid in, I believe, 1916, after the war. The First World War, that be. And they stayed brickyards and up until around about the mid-50s before they decided to pave it over with soft asphalt. And since then, we've seen very close racing.
Yep, so let's get back to the action here in qualification for the AOR Indy 500. As we watch the Hungarian driver Sälen, first name Pinter Sälen, coming through turn 4 to begin his qualifying run here in Indianapolis.
Indeed, a few people are saying as who's actually on the wheel and who is not. I believe Sälen's on the controller, and I believe a few others are. We know Ethan's on the steering wheel, but I believe Sälen's on the controller. Let's see, though. We can see from their driving normally of how they behave in the car.
We'll just get a nod onboarding and just keep an eye on the steering wheel, see how it is jerking quite a lot, and it usually means they are on the controller.
I think that seems to be. So let's see. Through. He's not doing quick, 220 miles an hour. That is not quick.
Tyres are probably still cold. First lap is kind of just a banker lap to get sight in for the lines. Very loose out of turn 4 there, just noticed. So let's see, what's this opening lap going to be? It doesn't look that quick.
Indeed, well let's see, crosses the line, it's 2 seconds down, that is shocking, really off the pace. He is struggling here, this does not look like it's going to be a tier 1, very wide against the wall. This is not looking promising, but I don't know about we put tier 2, gets a big old slide out of turn 2. It's not looking good, is it?
No, absolutely not. So, let's see how he's going to finish out the lap. He's not carrying as much speed as the rest of them. The other guys are going 240 down the straight.
He's about 10 miles an hour overall. He's perhaps even got a problem with his settings on the car. Perhaps he's not in retro. Perhaps he's in standard. We don't know, but that's his second lap. He's on his third right now. He didn't improve either.
You just notice, just watch him down the back straight. He's actually not using 6th gear. You're just noticing he's shifting down to 4th gear through that corner. So he's missing an entire gear, pretty much, down these straights. So obviously there's a problem with the setup of some sort. You see down here, only hitting 230, not using 6th gear.
Well, hang on a minute. It's not a Honda engine, however. It's a Chevrolet engine. So the Chevrolet engine's not having good times, is it? I think it's pretending to be a Honda right now, but he's finishing his 3rd lap. He's onto his 4th now. It is not looking promising at all, is it? I'm not feeling good. You see, does he improve at all? Does slightly, but that's not enough.
Yeah, I'm really shocked at how off the pace Sälen is. I was expecting him to be a lot quicker.
Indeed, well, let's finish his lap. It's not looking good. He looks to be in Tier 2 then, from our understandings. Now, after this, it'll be Fogarty. So we're just going to go to him after this. Here comes Sälen to finish his lap off then. It's not been the best. Let's see, can he improve ever so slightly? Perhaps even to get within 2 seconds. It won't do it if he does that. Comes to the line. Can he improve at all? Let's see. Cross the line, and it does not improve. So he is not. He got one more.
He's got one more lap. Oh, watch the wall.
But he might not have one more if he does that, so don't curse that one. That's very close to the wall. Now, let's see. One final attempt he's got then. And then we'll be seeing if he can make it into tier number 1, or is he going to be bumped into tier 2? Here he comes. He's got to improve by, well, over a second and a half. It's not looking good. Through he comes through the last corner. He's backed off of it. He has to finish the lap, I think.
Oh, he's going to get disqualified. Right.
Oh dear.
That's his qualifying. That he's surely absolutely tier 2.
Yeah, that is not good. Now we're running for Fogarty. There he is. That's CF.
Yeah. I don't think it actually is Carl Fogarty, but that would be an interesting story to have a Superbike champion racing in an Indy 500. But here he comes.
We're going to see a motorbike champion on 2 wheels, and now on 4. Is he going to replicate a certain legend as well? Of I can't remember his name either. That's awkward. It's just
John Surtees.
There we go. It's just on the top of my head there. Let's see. SC Fogarty can get that car into tier 1 and displace Vetro completely.
Yep, he's got to beat Ethan.
Indeed, Ethan's not looking safe either.
No. So out he comes in the number 7 Doom livery car.
One of my favourite liveries as well.
I hope that's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah,
Doom.
Indeed. Doom and gloom. Let's hope it's okay. Just having a notice is some of the drivers here, they all are in the normal spec cars, aren't they?
Yes, they are all in the normal spec oval Indy cars. So Sälen was not in the road spec as much as you might think. But here we go.
That one of 4.
Carl Fogarty. I called him Carl Fogarty, but there you go. Fogarty out in the lap.
Let's see then, turn 1. Oh, it's a big slide there into turn 1. That's again 230, so adds more of the speed we expect to see from these drivers. Let's see if he can immediately displace the likes of Sälen and even David Benn at 230 miles an hour. Now he's finally got on full throttle. Let's see. Into turn number 3, 240 miles an hour, that was that. Bit of a slide on the exit. Now into turn number 4. Let's see what he can do. Comes out of turn number 4. It looks to be a good outlap so far. Let's see as he comes to the line. Let's see. Comes to the line. Is he immediately going to get that car between 3rd and 4th? Yes, he is. 8 attempts. Yeah. Now he's got a lot more improvement.
Yeah, it's a very good opening lap. 243 miles an hour into turn 1. And interestingly enough, he's not using 5th gear. He's just keeping it in 6th and floored it. So, interesting different use of gearing here. Probably kept the 5th gear quite short. 244 miles an hour into turn 3. Good lines from Foggy here. Into turn 4. 226 out of the final corner. This is definitely going to be an improvement. So let's see where this is going to put him. Is it going to put him in between or ahead? Neither. Behind. 38.680. Needs to find a bit more.
Needs to get just within 1,000th of Ethan, really. Needs to set a a 38.546 really to be safe. I don't know exactly what Vector's exact lap time is, but he needs to beat it. I think
5.59.
He needs to really beat Ethan though, to be honest, to be safe. This is his third lap, if I'm not mistaken. So he comes out of it.
Yeah, there's lap number 3. Carried a smidge more speed through turn 4 that time. This could be another slight improvement.
It is.
And yes, it is. Oh, what a lap. 38.48.
Officially displaces Vector down to tier 2 then.
Yep, absolutely. And he's looking good to get into tier 1 with this one. Let's see if he can improve even more.
Let's see, this is his final attempt then, so he's officially in tier 1 then, congratulations so far, but could he get knocked out later on? I don't know exactly where the other fields are compared to that lap time, but it's looking good. I think that might be second or third officially. Here goes Fogarty then, through the final corner to finish lap number 4. Very close, he hits the wall. That's going to be damage, I think, there, surely. Does he finish the lap? Can he improve at all? No, he does not, and that's his lap over with then, so that is second. Displacing Ethan down to third in this official session, but I believe he's slightly further down in the official runnings.
Yeah, great lap from Fogarty there. So, a great attempt. That should be safe to get him into tier 1.
And after this, we'll see Andy coming out on circuit, so good luck to Andy after this to see what he can do. There he is, sitting in that pit lane, and those are going to be nerves of still coming through here.
Yeah, very nice to see so many people watching the stream. I think this is probably the most myself and Evil I've had in a while. But welcome along to the official AOR Indy 500 qualification for the Triple Crown event. And it's going to be a good one. We're just waiting for Fogarty to come back into the pits. There he is. And we'll see Andy come out on track right now very shortly. Top 4 have set their laps, and this will secure them in their various tiers. And here comes Andy then out onto the circuit.
Indeed, there we go then. Andy comes out of the pit lane, and let's see what he can do then. Speed he needs to go. Then he needs to be ahead of Ethan. Ethan's in danger here. He might get knocked into tier 2 if he's not careful.
Yeah, he might do. We're just about to hit the hour mark of half an hour of qualifying complete.
There we go then.
Currently, De Thomas has set the fastest overall lap time out of both groups of qualification. And with his lap, Foggy has slipped into...
Oh dear. Oh, that's sorry to interrupt you. That's going to be an accident if he's not careful. That's, doesn't want to be doing that tomorrow, though, does he?
No, certainly not. So, Foggy will slip into 6th overall out of both groups, and Thomas Ethan is going to be about 8th out of that group. But here we go, Andy, about to set a lap.
Indeed, and I believe we have lost someone as well. I don't know who's left, but we have lost someone who's just left the session. That was the prisoner pole.
Sälen.
Oh, is it Sälen who's just left? Yes, it is. Turn number 1 and 2 he comes, and let's see, 220 again, not carrying as much speed as the likes of the other drivers. But down the straight he is getting up to about 240 now. Entry speed of 245 was reached here. He needs to be over 130, 126. It might put him down around about Ethan's lap time. So let's see, can he get that car close to Ethan, crosses the line to begin lap number 1. So lap number 2 then, it's 8/10 off the pace as everyone has been on the opening lap. Now let's see if he builds that speed up immediately.
That's the exact same lap time that Foggy set on his banker lap. Shows how close they are.
Blasting it down the straight.
Oh, we've lost David Ben.
David Ben, that's who we've lost. Now has he set a lap time?
Yeah, he had. So that is recorded, so it's not a big deal. So let's see the exit speed of 225, roughly what we're looking for. This should be a good improvement for Andy. Where is it going to put him? It's going to be 38.781, needs to find another 2/10.
So you are officially allowed to leave it once you finish your lap time, so that's little bit of lag. But let's see, Andy, a bit of a wibble on there. He's going down to the inside. He really wants to keep to that outside wall and get a, kind of a side draft of the wall, which he can do in on this game. Through into turn number 3, runs a little bit high, but it's okay there into turn number 4. 240 miles an hour almost there on the exit there, so that's looking good. But oh, he's hit the wall. That's a huge accident. Oh my goodness me!
Oh,
that is qualifying for Andy over, and that is a horrifying accident. Now I'm pretty certain he has to finish that lap.
In the wall.
So I'm not certain what you have to do there, but that is a horrifying accident there for Andy.
His left rear tyre has become part of the wall. I think he's actually stuck there, or he's lost his rear tyre, but that's qualifying over.
And there we go. So Andy is not going to make Group 1. Don't think. I don't know.
Yeah, no, he's 2/10 behind Ethan, so I'm pretty sure that's going to drop him.
Let's have a look.
Tier 2.
If we can, where he is compared to the last position in Tier 1. We'll get some confirmation there, but that's going to be interesting. So out comes Infinity then, straight away, and let's see if he can get that car in. Well, we expect Infinity and Matt to be battling for pole here. Now, from our I was talking to Matt earlier, he can set a 38.2. So these two drivers could be battling for pole here today.
Yeah, absolutely. Infinity's definitely one to watch. Won the social race last week. And let's see if he can get the pole this time around, driving for the Chevrolet-powered team there.
So he comes out of the pit road, of course, in front of this 400,000 spectated arena. Absolutely incredible amount of drivers have raced here in the past. And let's see if Infinity can put his name upon the stars and get that pole position here today.
Yeah. So, don't expect the opening lap to be quick. This is just going to be the build-up. Get the heat into the tyres.
And here we go.
This is going to be his first attempt, and the banker lap is a good way to see how the car is handling. Great straight line speed, 240 into turn 1.
Let's see, turn number 2 and 3, past he goes. Let's get a nice on-board shot if we can of Infinity here as well. So as he comes through, there we go, on board with Infinity, the one who we believe is going for pole here today. 230, 240 miles an hour, I believe, slightly lifting off there, 242 as he comes into turn number 3, keeps it above the 230s, a little bit low, but now he comes into turn number 4. Can he get that car on pole? Surely he has the best chance. Here he comes, crosses the line, and let's see what his first official lap's going to be. It'll be a little bit slower than everyone else, but it's immediately 4 tenths.
Lap.
That's going to be, I believe, pole, if I'm not mistaken, once he's got the next 2 laps in.
Yep. Once he finds that 4 tenths, if he can find those 4 tenths, of course, that might have been him pushing very hard. But here we go, down the back straight, shifting into that 6th gear, and getting up to 244 momentarily as we head into turn 3. So this is going to be a really good lap. Absolutely flying through turn 4 and running down towards the line. Where is this going to put him?
It's going to put him P1.
It's going to be the time, 38.549.
No, it's not. Surprising. He's just 3,000th of even. I thought that was going to be part from what I've heard from the likes of Matt, that he said he should be going quick. So let's see if he might find another 1.5 tenths out of it. Let's find out. As he comes on to lap number 2, I believe it is not.
Lap number 3. 200. There's the speed. 245 miles an hour into turn 3. So he got the eggs that he needed out of turn 2 and the run down the back straight. So this is definitely going to be within those couple of tenths. This is going to be a good lap. Here we go towards the line then, and across the line.
P1.
Yes, 38.344. That is currently the fastest time set between the 2 groups.
And that is an absolutely dominant pole position so far. So Infinity on provisional pole from De Thomas so far. We've got the likes of... He's got one more lap to go, really. Look at that, 246 miles an hour almost into the corner there. That was a decent 245. Here he comes. I think he's going to go for an improved lap time here as he comes through. Let's see. I think this could be even quicker. Can he get that car over a 10th ahead? He's going so close to the wall. Let's see. Is it an improvement? This is for provisional pole. Does he improve it? Yes, he does. Yes! 72 thousandths ahead now.
238.328. Fastest time this weekend between the two groups. He was doing 232 through turn 4, 5 miles per hour quicker than some of the guys through turn 4. That's incredible speed from Infinities there.
And now VTC's attempt will be going after this. Let's see. And I believe, oh, a bit of lag there. What is that for? Is that over to
somebody
King?
Joining.
I think that might have been.
Yeah, it's somebody joining.
Indeed. I don't know who that is, though. So we'll have to find that out.
It is over to King, who just came in, actually. So he's going to be... Of course, you have to remember, it is qualifying. So drivers who may not have made the original start in the lobby will still be able to get in to set their laps if they need to.
And here we go then, waiting for VGC, driving that very iconic blue and yellow livery as well.
Yeah, this is the car that took the 2016 Indy 500, driven by the great Alexander Rossi in number 98. So let's see what VTC can do. Can he mimic Alexander Rossi? Let's see then.
Oh, so out he comes then. He's going to have 4 attempts of less than with an out lap, so 6 laps total. Here in front of this absolutely packed grandstand here for qualification for the Indianapolis 500 then, or the Indy 500 for short. The most famous race of, well, all of them, apart from, of course, the other two, which is Le Mans, and, of course, the famous Monte Carlo Grand Prix. Expect those two to be exciting as well. 78 laps of Monaco and 2.4 hours of Le Mans, as far as I'm aware as well.
Yeah, so the current front row for the Indy 500 is currently Infinity's Andy Thomas, who have beat H Racing Green, who's currently sitting P3 currently. But here we go then, VTC in the number 98, about to begin his qualifying run.
Can he make Alexander Rossi proud by putting that car on the front row? Let's find out as he comes through turn number 1. 240 miles an hour is straight away. That is pushing it from the box. He wants to be careful though, because those tyres are going to be cold, and he doesn't want to push it too hard because he might lose the race, he might spin it up, and well, the wall's just sitting there. It's very vicious on this game. It's not tech for a barrier, it's pure, well, solid objects, and well, you hit that, it is going to be race over almost certainly. Runs very high there into turn number 3, 220 miles an hour on the exit, so he's lifted off a little bit now as he comes through turn number 4. Let's see what his bank is going to be then. Is he going to be close to the other drivers?
I don't think so. He lost a lot of speed through turn 4. This is going to be, it's going to be a good banker lap, as you saw, but a second off, just because he got a poor run through turns 3 and 4. So if he sorts that out, he's on for a good lap.
Well, here we go then. Through turn number 2, he goes for a second time. 228 miles an hour as he came in, and 220 on the exit. So now down the straight, let's see. He needs to beat 245 really to be in a shout of getting that front row. 243 this lap. That's going in the wall if he's not careful.
Very
that's high. Oh, just got out of that.
Speed there.
That lap's over, so he's going to have to go for another run this time. Let's see, can this time he get himself on a good lap? This is his 3rd attempt now across the line. Again, not real improvement, puts him within 9 attempts. Now he has 2 more after this. This is his 3rd, and he's got 1 more after this. Again, exit speed, it's looking good. 230 miles an hour, 226. A bit slower than the last lap. Now he needs to blast it down this straight.
Yeah, he's getting the speed up there. 243, 44 momentarily. Gets it a little bit tighter, but he's struggling through turn 3 and 4. He's not able to get the car to sit down on the road as he'd like to.
Not getting it planted at all. Let's see, comes to the line. He needs to get that car by another 2 and a bit attempts. He's currently 9 attempts for 39.2. Does he improve? 38.8. It's a slight improvement, but not good enough yet on his last attempt.
Yeah, taking a slightly higher line through turn, but between 2, 3 and 4. So, let's see, 243, this will be 44 momentarily once again. Gets it a little bit tighter. Good exit that time. Let's watch his speed through turn 4, much better this time.
Let's see, can he get that car up the field? He's 5 attempts down. Can he get that car at least a position or 2 higher? He does, goes 5th, but it's not good enough, I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's his lap over.
Now, where's that put him officially?
Well, he's currently set at 38.692. That's going to put him just behind Vectro. So tier 2 currently, I think.
No, it's tier 1 because Vetch, remember, has a 10-place grid penalty to add to it.
Yeah, so currently tier 1. Yeah, but he's very much in danger of getting knocked out there.
Indeed, in the chat, Matt12 saying, meanwhile on Xbox One I'm probably going to die, but I can do 255 miles an hour in the slipstream. That is insane. And in comes VTC into the pit lane.
255 miles an hour?
With slipstream. That is insane.
Wow. I don't even think you could make a corner on an oval at that speed. That is
Daytona,
quite
maybe.
Insane. Daytona it could, because it's got a huge bank, but wow, 255 in the slipstream. VTC then into the pit box.
Will be the next one out.
Over the kink.
There he is, and out he comes straight on the queue. Driving, I believe, I'm not sure what livery one that is.
Yeah. The 2018 Indy 500 winners livery, Willpower.
So out comes Will Power's livery then, over to King then. Currently P7. Let's see if he can get that car up on the front row, or at least displace some of the drivers.
Got 3 cars left to run after this. And this will namely be Pro Edu, Joshua Luke and Manny D.
Which will be the last driver.
Focus on over the kink.
Yeah, over the kink. Then out it comes, and that's a bit of a mistake out of the pit lane, but let's see if everyone gets it clean through the exit pit lane. Now in the race it's going to be crucial here, because these drivers, yes, you can carry a lot of speed through there, but on fresh tyres it's going to be tricky, because at any moment it's easy to lose it through the pit exit, isn't it?
Yeah, very easy to, because these cars are they're not aero focused really. They're just made to go fast in a straight line.
And turn left.
And turn left. Don't try and turn right, you will die. But yeah, definitely. Here we go for over the kinks lap. An attempt to take pole here at Indy 500 in Indianapolis.
240 miles an hour that was briefly as they come into turn number 1. Welcome to all 33 people in the stream so far here for qualification for the Indy 500. We've only got 3 drivers discounting this one of over the kink. And it's a good line, 230 miles an hour. Let's see what speed can he do down this straight.
Yeah, he's good. It's very good speed hitting that, even just on his banker lap. So if he can get a better run out of turn 2, he's going to be close to that 245 mark.
Indeed, it's going to be extremely close, but this is going to be interesting. Over the kink, P7 so far.
It's a good banker lap.
This could put him up around about 5th or 4th on the grid. Let's see what he can do.
227 on the exit. Let's see what the speed is towards turn 3. It's going to be good. 243. Of course, we can't do the average speed qualifying that they do in the real life Indy 500. Just don't have the resources for that, but that was good exit speed out of turn 4. So let's see where this is going to put over to King. Surely he's going to go faster than Andy, and he does go 5th with that lap.
3 off the leader, lad. That is a good lap. That is currently tier 1, if I'm not mistaken. Hits the wall.
He's tapped the wall. He's tapped the wall.
Yeah, that is his lap over then. That's going to be all those laps over, so he's going to have to settle with that lap, I'm pretty certain.
Yeah, I'm not sure. He'd be lucky if he didn't pick up any aero damage off of that.
Let's see. We'll have to see. He's on that 3 right now, so this will be his last lap, if I'm not mistaken, after less.
He's going to go... He's on lap 3, yeah, this is going to be his last lap, and the run out of turn 4 is going to be compromised, so...
Yeah, look at it, it's so much down. If he's got damage, look, his speed is about 10 miles an hour off already.
So yeah, that's partly due to his run out of turn 4 as well.
So he's got to put it all down to this lap.
Oh, that's it done. He's backed out of it. What a shame.
Now he's got to finish this lap and the next lap as well, otherwise it's a 10-place grid penalty.
I don't think he's going to do that. He's aiming for the pit lane.
Potentially. So he's going to get a 10-place grid penalty if he's not careful. He needs to do another lap.
I think that was his final lap that he was just on there.
I believe, I'm not certain how many laps he's done, but I believe he's got to do another lap.
Right, well...
We'll find out.
I don't know. We'll find out in due course, but that could be have major consequences for his race.
And congratulations to Dave Ben, by the way, who we believe is has a wedding tomorrow.
He's already married.
Well, there is a wedding tomorrow.
Oh,
He's
dear,
going to a
told
wedding.
Somebody something?
Well, it does say in the chat, have a wedding tomorrow. So so leave me alone.
Yeah. So 3 drivers left to run. Sorry, here we go. Pro Edu to come out next, and this is going to be a good one. Simon Pagenaud's livery there on the car stands out, so very hard to miss.
Yes, the bright yellow livery, absolutely incredible as per usual.
Yeah, now I've just noticed that the AOR channel has just crossed 5,000 subscribers.
Oh, well, that's congratulations to the AOR channel for passing that massive milestone. 5,000 subscribers. That is an incredible achievement. So congratulations to absolutely everyone there.
Yeah, great milestone there. There was just people were saying that he did have to do an in-lap, so that I think is going to be a penalty.
Yeah, I think it's a 10-place grid penalty, so that's going to drop him into Tier 2 then. His lap time was not quicker than Vetra's either, so that is Tier 2 confirmed, I believe, then.
Yep, after everything. Here we go then, Pro Edu about to begin his qualifying run. And he'll be... Let's see what his speed is like on his banker lap. Not as quick as the other drivers.
So perhaps just building up slightly, but let's find out. Beginning lap number 1 of 4. Through comes 1, then he comes into turn number 2, 220 miles an hour on the exit. Not a decent speed there, but remember, let's see a speed trap coming into turn number 3. 238, so a little bit slower. So it's
shifting down to 5th gear very quick.
Yeah, so potentially losing a bit more speed there, but he has 4 laps. Well, he's got 3 after this this opener. But let's see what he can do. Let's see. I might put him about 8 and 9 tenths off. Let's find out. Yep, 9 tenths.
Yep, 9 tenths.
Not too bad.
239. Oh, watch the wall. That's a wall tap.
That's a wall tap. Now, has that done damage to the suspension? That is going to be interesting. I think that is one of those glancing blows. He might get away with it, though.
Yeah, I think he has got away with it. His speed is still up there. 240, 241, 243.
That is pushing it.
So, a little love tap for the wall. Let's see the speed coming through. That's a good exit speed. Oh, very close to the wall. And coming towards the line. This is going to be a good lap, I reckon.
No, it's not. Actually ahead of some of the drivers. 5 tenths down. But he has another 2 attempts on. This is lap 3 of 4. 230 miles an hour on the exit. Build the speed up. Let's see. Very close to that wall again. 235, 6, 7, 8, 9, 41, 2. No, he's backed off of it, I think. He's backed off of that lap. He braked as well. That's not what... I don't think you meant a brake around here, are you, Sue?
No, definitely not. And that compromises exit speed on the way out.
That's compromised his last lap. So basically, he's just shot himself in the foot.
Although he's gotten his entry speed was a lot higher into turn 1 that time. Took an alternate line, went a little bit higher on the entry. So let's see. It might work out for him.
Let's see, 230 miles an hour. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. 41, 42, 42 miles an hour, so it's a bit slower. It stays in 6th this time. He wants to make sure. 233 as he comes into turn number 4. That's good. Let's see, this might put him a bit closer, but is it enough to bump himself into tier number 1? Crosses the line. Can he do it? No.
No. One more lap.
One more. Here we go then. So he's got one more attempt, one more final part of it. Potentially he's got engine damage. I'm not too certain that given engine damage that clout, but it's gonna be interesting.
He got a poor run out of turn 2.
Looks all
so
over.
I think this is gonna be, yeah, it looks like it's gonna be all done and dusted for Pro Edu. Let's see. Yeah.
Now he has to finish this lap.
If he heads to the pits, that is a penalty.
He's going to head to the pits. A penalty then.
He's going to head to the pits.
And a 10 place grid penalty to add to that as well. So unfortunately, tier 2 confirmed, and now also a penalty as well.
That also could have been an in lap as well.
It's interesting, but I believe you've got to set 4 laps.
Yeah, well, Ian Parks in chat is having a bit of a nervous breakdown because either of these two guys who are to come out next, Joshua Luke and Manny D, could potentially push him down into tier 2. And that was the in lap, by the way, so he's fine.
So there we go. In lap is confirmed, so apologies to him. So he is currently in P7. Officially low. I don't know exactly where that's put him officially.
I think it has put him into tier 2.
Well, here goes low, the big guns.
Yeah, the pink and white car of Joshua Luke takes to the track.
And let's see where he can go.
Yeah, taking it relatively easy on the pit exit. As he said, very easy to spin there. So he needs to get the tyres up to temperature relatively quick. And set the initial banker.
Matty D also in chat. Joshua Luke's got a lot more fuel, by the way, than other drivers. Matty D, I think, is a bit nervous. And there goes Joshua Luke,
one of the big guns. He's actually carrying less fuel than David whoever was driving in Will Power's car. They had about 15.9 litres heading into their banker lap.
240 into turn number 1. Incredible speed. Look at the speed some of these drivers carry in turn number 2 and 3. Let's get an onboard of Joshua Luke whilst we can here. And let's just go on board and just listen into this engine sound here if we can. No lift at all as he comes through into turn number 3 and turn number 4 he comes out of. Let's see, his banker lap's going to be, as I go slightly a different accent there, as Joshua Luke crosses line, P8, and will stay in P8
Decent.
there. That is a brilliant outer lap.
244.
This could be a pole lap from number 1. That might compromise in here, but let's see if this back straight is any good. 228, 230 miles an hour, 235, 240 now as he comes into turn number 3 as a decent lap thing, 244. Yeah, this could put himself up into P1 or 2. This is going to be close.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be a tier 1 lap either way. Here he comes to the line. I think there's a little bit more time to find, but let's see where Joshua goes. It's going to be only 6.
Only 6 so far, but 3 attempts and he's got more. That's his first lap then. This will be his second.
Yeah, let's see. Watch his exit out of turn 2. Let's see the speed. Great speed.
It's a bit slower, though, than some of the other drivers. So this is not looking too good, but he's got to keep it close and high and then cut low here. Let's see, 241. It's slower lap. This isn't looking good.
That was 244 miles an hour to turn into turn 4. That is also very good exit speed out of turn 4.
Let's see.
It's going to be an improvement, but where is it going to put him? What's his lap time going to be? It's going to be at 38.524. But needs more again. He still needs a bit more.
Yeah, how much more? Well, he's pushed Ethan down into 5th position so far. Let's see if he can get that car any higher. Can he beat Fogarty? Let's find out down the straight. 247, 48, 49, to 250. My goodness me, that is going for a flat record here. Look at the speed he's going. 234, 2330 now on the exit. This could be pole here. I think this is going to be pole. Comes to the line. Can he do that? That's going to be a blinder as he comes to the line. Let's see. Can he do it?
No.
No. My goodness me, that was an incredible speed. 240 miles, 50 miles an hour almost there. He's got one more lap as well. I know his finger's back on of it.
No, he hasn't. No, he hasn't. This is his in laps. So that is quite surprising.
250 miles an hour recorded down into turn number 3. Incredible.
I think your speedo may have glitched out because it was showing 245 for me.
Maybe. Now it all lies on Matt.
One more driver to go, Manny D, and he's one of the ones who can definitely challenge for pole. Can do 38.2s, as he said. Could this be last driver, but most certainly not least? So here we go.
Manny D, the nerves are building. Now he's got a little bit of time to build it up, but he's probably just breathing heavily. Now we're going to see, will Matt win this qualification, or in the famous words of a certain driver, yes, will he bottle it? Let's find out as he comes out of the pit road. Now we'll just drive over the brakes. We'll keep on board if we can, actually. Now just seeing, just about 2 or 3 seconds, just to see a line, a small bump as well. Now this bump can affect some of the drivers as well. There it is, just coming up. There is the old brake line. That's the start-finish line. Now you can drop it on those curbs, especially, well, it's not going to rain, of course, but it is difficult in the rain there.
Yeah, I'm sure he's feeling the pressure now.
Let's see.
Out towards the pit exit. The AOR Season 14 F4 champion. About to head out onto the track and challenge for the AOR Triple Crown.
Now his brother's probably in the chat, probably wishing him on. Hopefully, I'd imagine some brotherly love here, but let's not query that one. Here comes Matty though. Can he show the big guns that he is truly star-studded material and put that car on pole position, or is it going to be a struggle like Joshua Luke and Noni in 4th? Let's find out as he comes out of the pit lane to start lap number 1 of 4. And here we go then. Let's see, speed building up already. Crosses line to start lap number 1 right now.
Yeah, 241 miles an hour into turn 1 on his opening lap. Just going to be getting the lines in, getting his eye in for how the car's feeling. So here we go, running down towards turn 3 and 4. All looking nice and tidy, and good speed in that car.
It's looking good for an out lap, isn't it?
Yeah, he's building it up very nicely. Let's just watch the exit speed out of turn 4. This is going to determine the rest of the lap pretty much, and it's decent.
230 miles an hour. Now let's see, across the line, what's his out lap going to be? If it's in 6/10, it's looking good.
Oh, he's in 4/10. This is a good one.
This is going to be an incredible. This could be pole.
244 into turn 1.
Let's see, 233 on the exit. This is going to be pole if he's doesn't make a mistake. Let's see the speed. Now we know he says he can do a 38.2. Could we see a lap record here? 242, 244 miles an hour as he comes into turn number 3. This is incredible speed. He's got 1 turn to do. He's got 2 more after this. Can we see Matt get that car on P1? Exit. It's a brilliant exit. Crosses the line. Let's see. Can he do it? 5th.
Oh, he needs a bit more.
So far, again, like Joshua, not too the good second lap. Now he's got another 2. This is his 3rd. Brilliant exit. 228 miles an hour there. Now, let's see what can he do down the straight. He needs to do about 245 or even 46, really, to make it comfortable.
Yeah, he's getting there. 245. He hit it. Let's just watch this exit on turn 4. This is the crucial one. Much better. That's very quick through turn 4. Here we go to the line. Manny D. Can he challenge for pole? Can he do it at all?
Yeah!
Oh! But he's got 1 more attempt. 245 into turn 1.
Can he do it? Through he comes into turn number 2. Look at the speed. 230.
229.
It's even quick. It's even more quick. 2 and 3. He's going to go over 245, I think, this time. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6
yes!
almost. 245, almost 246. Let's see. Can he find just 70,000? He's gone and almost hit the wall, but he's going to keep it. 230 on the exit.
Speed.
Look at it. Here he comes. Can Matt do it? He's got to find 70,000. Can he do it? Comes the line, and can he do it? 9,000!
Oh, to P2, what a qualifying. 9,000.
My God!
Oh, it was almost a dream scenario for the Davies brothers. One brother is already in the esports race next week to try and get into the pro draft, and it was almost a pole position in the Indy 500 for Manny D, but it was so close yet so far. 9,000 infinities will start on the pole for the Indy 500.
my God, that surely has got to be the moment of the Indy cars. Well, the Indy 500 9,000. But remember, these drivers may have got pole, but can they do it in the race?
Wow, that was insane.
Well, we need to figure out where everyone's going to be in the official standings, Len.
Yep, top 16 will go to Tier 1.
So let's see if we can work it out.
So, Infinities is going to be starting on the pole in Tier 1. Manny D will slot into P2. So that will put De Thomas into P3 in Tier 1. Then after that, we will have H Racing Green, then Noah, then Big Kid Daddy, and then after that should be Foggy. No, sorry, it'll be Car Alex, and then it'll be MPC, followed by Foggy. He just missed out on that position by 1,000th of a second. Actually, I should probably get a pen or something to write down the positions. We should probably count 16 drivers.
Yes.
So, right, Infinity's P1, Manny D P2, De Thomas P3, H Racing Green will start P4, Noah will start P5, then we will have Big Kid Daddy, followed by Car Alex and MPC for P8, that'll be, and then we'll have Foggy in P9, followed by Owen TQ in P10. And after that, with the 38.524, will be Joshua Luke. Then Thomas Ethan will start P11. And then we have Vecjo in P13.
But with a 10-place grid penalty, puts him P23.
So he will, which will put him into Tier 2. So in that case, this is getting complicated. VTC will be into 13th as a result of that.
BKD, I believe someone else, I think Ian Parker's has a grid penalty. I don't know, someone's got a big penalty. Me start 16th grid penalty. So
okay, so Parker's. 14th for Andy then. No, sorry, it won't be that. It'll be Derry for P14, Omega for P15, and then Jake for P16. So it's a little bit complicated with various different penalties. It'll be confirmed afterwards, but certainly your top
BKD
10...
has a 10 place grid penalty.
Alright, so Tier 2 for him then, but certainly your top 10, or the top 5 will be Infinities, De Thomas, Infinities, Manny D, De Thomas, H Racing Green, Noah, Big Kid Daddy, Car Alex, MPC, sorry, or MPV. He has a 10-place grid penalty though, doesn't he?
You believe so, yes. It's a bit confusing.
Or is it VTC?
VTC, I believe.
Alright, then that's fine. So it'll be Infinities, Manny D, followed by De Thomas, followed by H Racing Green, followed by Noah, Big Kid Daddy, Car Alex, NPC, Steve Fogarty, and top 10 completed by Owen TQ.
Wow, and on that bombshell, I think we'll be heading off until tomorrow, of course, where we see if, well, Infinity and all the drivers we saw get this incredible qualification, turn it into a pole position. But until next time, we have been Evil and Soup. Until next time, around the Indianapolis Motor Speedway here in the UK, which is in the United States, but it says UK on my screen. We shall see you next time in just under 24 hours. Until then, goodbye from Qualification.